Welcome back to the Rocket Press YouTube channel. Today is February 1st, 2018. Today we're going to be talking about what's new in WooCommerce 3.3. It's not available yet, but it should become available sometime in the next few days so you can either install a clean copy or upgrade your website. And on that note, if you're using WooCommerce 3.0 or 3.1 or 3.2 already, you should be okay just to click the update button on your plugins page in WordPress without breaking your website. But as always, make a backup first just in case. All right, let's get started. The first thing I want to show you are the stock statuses on the product page. They've added a new stock status for products on back order. So you can see here, this one's on back order. It's color coded in a yellowy orange, and it tells me -2, meaning I've got 2 of these on back order already. And you can see this other one here is out of stock. It's a reddish color. I don't have any in stock. So at a glance, I can look at that, and these two catch my eye right away because they're noticeably different than the green that tells me these are in stock. So that's what they've done there on the product screen, which makes it quicker and easier for you to, at a glance, know what's going on with your inventory. Now let's take a look at the orders page. This is much different than what you're used to seeing, isn't it? So you can see here now, all we have by default is the order, the order number, and the name. In this case, developer team or Rocket Press team, because those are the names of the customer accounts, first name, last name. To the right of that, we have a little eye icon that you can click to get a preview on the order. And let's take a look at this one. Because this order is on hold, down here, I can change the status with a click, completed or processing. And then I see the details, billing, email, phone, payment method, and what's in the order, etc. And then I can click this button and go straight to the usual order details page. Let's go back here. You can also do that by just clicking on this. So that still takes you to the order. We have a date and we have an order status, and these order statuses have been color-coded now with words. They were icons, if you remember, tiny little icons to the left of the order number over here usually, and now they're over here. And we have an order total. But let me show you a secret. If you click on screen options, you have these extra things that you can click on to put back. So if you liked the way it used to be, you still have order actions here. Those will be handy because a lot of people use add-ons like PDF invoice generator, packing slip generator, etc., that may put little action icons over here that you've become accustomed to using. So you didn't lose that functionality. They've just given you the ability to clean up the display if you want to by just going to the screen options and selecting what you do and do not want to see. So that's it for orders. The next thing I want to show you is something really neat that they've done with themes. Right now I have the 2016 theme on this, activated on this site just for sake of example, because I want to show you the product customizer or the theme customizer. They've added this WooCommerce section to all the stock themes now that you might get. Even if your theme doesn't openly declare support for WooCommerce and provide its own settings, the WooCommerce shopping cart software does it anyway. There's a few settings in here right now. We may see more settings added in the future, but right now what we have is a store notice, and you can enable this notice and it'll show up, as you can see here in the preview, at the top usually. If you need to, you can write whatever text you want. And let me just switch this so you see. We're having a big sale next week. So there you go. You can put whatever you want there. And the next thing we have is product catalog. And here we have various settings that control what this shop page looks like. This is our product catalog display. Shop page can show the products, or it can show categories of products, or it can show categories and products. Whatever you would prefer. By default, that is the display. Choose what you want to display on the product category pages, so you can show subcategories and products, or just the products. Default product sorting. This is kind of cool if you want to change it to maybe you want to sort by price first. Well, there we go. Lowest first. Sort by the highest price first. Or you can just do popularity based on sales, average rating if you have product reviews enabled. And then this is going to be really handy for a lot of people, because before you had to either write a little custom code or get an extra plugin to change products per row and rows per page. Maybe I want 4 instead of 3. And here you can control how many rows are on the page. The next thing, and this is a really cool, powerful feature, you can change your thumbnail cropping now. And so the default is 1:1, and that makes these images show up square, so everything's nice and symmetrical. But if you didn't want that, you could choose a custom ratio, for example, 4:3 ratio. So now they become a little bit longer than they are tall. And you can change this to whatever you'd like, and it'll adapt, as you can see. So you can change that, which is really cool. Or you can just do it uncropped, where there's no cropping whatsoever. And then you get images that show up in the aspect ratio in which you uploaded them, their original aspect ratio. It kind of looks a little messy. I prefer 1:1. You can do whatever you want. And this is the 2016 theme, so I just want to show you that it integrates really nicely right into WooCommerce. Integrates really nicely. Here's a product page, Ruby Slippers, etc., etc., etc. Add to cart, all that jazz. It's on back order, so I can't add it to the cart, but we could maybe go here and add this one. No, I guess not. I'm in the customizer, so I can't do that. Anyway, there you go. We can publish those changes. And the final thing I want to show you is if you sell digital downloads, maybe you're selling ebooks, or maybe you're selling graphics or music or whatever. Previously, you didn't really have a way to see who downloaded what or when. If we look at this order, you'll see that I had Ruby Slippers and an ebook in that order. And down at the bottom, this is where the downloadable product permissions. It'll show you it's been downloaded one time, and you can click to expand to change the number of downloads remaining or the download expiration date, and you can copy the download link. But now we have a new button here called View Reports, Customer Download Log. Instead of clicking that, if we do click it, it's going to take us straight to the log, but I want to show you how to get to the log another way without having to open an order. You just go here in the left sidebar into WooCommerce and click on Reports. And when you come to Reports, on the Orders tab, we have Customer Downloads. So this is where it's going to track who downloaded things. So it'll show you a timestamp, the product, the file name, the order number, the user that was logged in, if they were logged in, and their IP address. And you notice if you hover, you can filter by any of these, which will come in handy if you have a whole bunch of downloads. So anyway, that's just about it. If you're a techie developer, software coder, there are some new changes for you guys. The CRUD classes, or create, read, update, and delete classes, they've migrated them into custom tables for better performance. And for people who like to set up demo sites with dummy data, they have new sample data available that creates a wider variety of product types. And there's some functionality for theme coders out there to define image sizes and the number of shop columns and rows and stuff like we saw in the customizer, if you want to hard code that into your theme or provide custom settings for it. So that's about it. That covers all the new goodies in WooCommerce 3.3. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you want to get more information about WooCommerce. We do cover it pretty accurately and frequently.